Hey, we'll get started in about 5 minutes. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go get a beer and then we'll get started. Oh, I'm in. Alright, guys, got some brewskis in hand. Hope everybody's doing well. Alright, ready to roll. Get that camera on. Alright. Put that as a placeholder on the screen. Got a couple of 2X IPAs from Southern Tier. Very nice 2X brew that we'll be enjoying tonight. Hopefully no whammies. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Alright, thank you for your patience as always. Alright, so if you had the chance to buy 5 or more spots tonight, I am going to load you up. Alright, load you up here. 5 or more spots, you'll get a pack of 2025 Sage Artistry Football. We're going to throw it back, do some 1991 PGA Tour golf cards. We've got some Panini Hoops, 25-26. This is the Honda Hoop Collection. We have 2023 Topps Gravity Baseball and a 2024 Prestige Gravity Football Pack. So 5 or more spots, that's coming your way. Whether you get 1 hit, 5 hits, no hits, that automatically is coming your way. Upgrade, you bought 10 or more spots. How about this? How about we do a jumbo 21 card or 21 30 card jumbo pack of Prestige Football. Some of that Pro Set 1991 PGA golf cards. Some hoops, 25-26 Honda hoops. This is a 2021 baseball Topps pack. And we'll do some Topps Bowman Chrome 2022 football. As long as you bought 10 or more spots, that will come your way. Alright, guys. Hope everybody's doing great. What up, everybody? Thank you, Ron. Sorry, I got a slightly later start than you wanted. I had to go travel for work today, unexpectedly at the last second, so just was a little bit behind on things. Local, but someone got sick, so just running around, my head chopped off, essentially today. But thank you guys all for your patience and your time. Alright, guys. Hey, where's Paul? Paul's got a question. Alright, yeah, there'll be several breaks throughout the evening, Paul. The one you bought is going to be this helmet right here, paired up with the jersey. That'll be a little bit later. We have breaks throughout the evening, and I'll go over that as we go through everything here. Hey, what up? Hope you're doing well, Aaron. Good to see you back here. By the way, Aaron, I'm going to have to get you in touch with Jeff S. Jeff S. in here. He's got this Atlanta Falcons card that's insane, and it might be something that you are interested in it too. Yeah, I do giveaways all night. He was showing me a picture. It was pretty sweet. It's like a trifecta. All right. So hope everybody's doing well. If you have any questions, I do have spots available, but I'll go over upcoming break schedule as always listed here on the site. We are breaking tonight, the 26th, and then we have a little bit of a break here. No breaks next week. I'll be traveling most of the week, so unable to host a break next week. And it wouldn't be fair to... I'd still be here on Tuesday, but I'll be out of town then until Saturday. It just wouldn't be fair to have a break on Tuesday and then not be able to fill or look at anything quite literally till probably Sunday. So I just figured we'd skip the week, and we'll get into the action on Monday, October 6th then. We'll get into the action that evening. And there'll be a monster, the biggest break I have ever done. I gotta word that correctly. I will be doing a full-size helmet from Hit Parade called the Immortal Collection. It is the biggest, I guess the priciest, whatever, item I have ever purchased. The price range obviously will come, but my margin is going to be extremely small on it, just because I want to have some fun, insane hits coming out of that. All authentic, a lot of speed flexes, all sorts of cool things with shields, hand-painted one-of-ones, so some really, really cool stuff. So be on the lookout for that. I'll have that on the site within a few minutes of the night ending. Alright, so what's available? If you want to get into our single jersey break for football, I have spots available. You get 2 random teams. I thought I'd do it a little differently this week. 2 random teams, all 32 teams available out there. It's $15 to get to 2 teams, so $7.50 a team. And if you're interested, several spots still out there if you guys are interested. I just added that one last night, so take a look. That's available. Baseball. This is a full-size batting helmet paired with a jersey. At this point, we have the White Sox, the Brewers, and that's it. So we've got one of the worst teams and one of the best teams in baseball. Ironically left there. Then we have a 3-box break. This is 1 mini helmet and 2 jerseys. At this point, we have the Dallas Cowboys, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the San Francisco 49ers, and the Washington Commanders. Not going to lie. 3 of the typically most popular teams, Steelers, 49ers, and Cowboys, still available out there in that break. Steelers actually have more players available on that checklist than any other team. I believe the Cowboys were second. So, bats. We have a couple bat breaks. The Gold Rush Lumber Edition bat is paired up with 2 TriStar baseballs. At this point, we have the Rockies. Larry Walker's out there, by the way, as a possibility. The Brewers, and that's it on that. Brewers, still available. One of baseball's best teams. Perfect penmanship. Just a handful of spots left in this. This is going to be 1 autographed slab card paired up with 1 autographed jersey and 1 autograph photo. Alright, so it's a 3-box break. That is out there. Just about 5, I think about 5 spots remain in that. Then this is the big juiced break. This is loaded. Absolutely low with some insane hits. So be on the lookout. Ted Williams is one of the Red Sox potential hits here. So we have the Red Sox available. And the Padres. Red Sox and Padres available. So some monster hits. This is the most insane juiced group I've ever seen that they've ever put together. So be on the lookout for that. And then we just have, I think, 1, maybe 2 spots remaining in the full-size authentic helmet and mini helmet break. And we have the Jets and the Titans. Jets and Titans available. Alright, so that's all that remains out there. Everything else sold out. So if you have interest in any of those spots, give me a holler. But I think we should get the evening started with some divisional breaks. I gotta refresh that list there. Give me 1 second. But if you want, you can put in the chat one NFL division. One NFL division. If you correctly guess the division comes out of the mini helmet, you guys are going to get a chance at a box of mystery. Alright, we have boxes 5 and 8 available. 5 and 8. Alright, so just put in the chat. And if you are new here, welcome. Feel free to hit the like button if you enjoyed this. Subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. It'll notify you when the breaks start, and I appreciate it. I guess there's like a bell action thing. I don't know how any of that stuff works. I just know we come on here and we have some fun. Alright, so we're going to head over to random.org. Anytime we do this, we use it 7 times. Alright, so we use 5 and 8 as a possibilities here for our mini helmet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 5, the one that's out there, it's the one we'll rock and roll with. This guy right here, box 5. Alright, last call on that divisional guess. We have Candace with the AFC East. Mike has the AFC North. Candace, the AFC South. Aaron has the AFC West. Daniel, the NFC East. Mike, the NFC North. Aaron back in the action with us with the NFC South. And June, the NFC West. Alright, guys. No more guesses. No more guesses. Alright, guys. Got you, Jake. You're in there. Game on. Daughter makes the good luck charms. We're going to use this one right here. It's a pizza made from like some resin stuff. And then a box she made with some tape and some cardboard. Let's go. Box 5. Sealed up. This is a rip it and ship it deal. So we're just going to rip it, then ship it. Alright, here we go, guys. Good luck. Aaron, I got you. You're good. We have a specialty helmet. Specialty helmet. Alright, here we go. From the Rams, this is an NFC West hit. Former Notre Dame running back turned NFL stud, Kyren Williams. Kyren Williams on a slate helmet. This is a slate helmet. Beckett authenticated. Kyren Williams. Kyren Williams. NFC West on our hit there. And that is going to go out to June. June getting the action started tonight. Oh, congrats, June. Alright. Nice slate helmet right there. Alright, so Kyren Williams. Yeah, Steve, yeah. Ish. Alright. If you guess the NFC West, your name's going to get added here for a chance at a box of mystery. Daniel, you're in there. June got the hit and the correct guess. And as of now, I just see the 2 of you. Alright, I think it's just the 2 of you. Alright, one more look at that. Again, Beckett on the authentication. Alright, it's time for the basketball. We actually know it's going to be the ball that's up here. It's the only one I have left up here. Box 5. So this guy right here. Box number 5. Alright. Feel free to give me one NBA division. Put that in the chat. I'll give you a second to do that. Hope everybody had a good week. It was a, I guess, stressful week is a fair way to put things for myself, but it's over. Next week it's a lot of travel next week. Shouldn't be as stressful though, that's for sure. Hopefully, if you guys had a stressful week, you can enjoy it. Enjoy the weekend, or at least enjoy a couple hours here in the break room. Alright, guys. Ryan, for this one, you're going to want to give me an NBA division. Oh, geez. Here I am, Ryan. I wasn't sure if you were watching it as on a delay. That sometimes happens. So. All right, guys. We have Daniel at the Atlantic. Chad has the Central. Candace has the Southeast. Jewel has the Northwest. Candace has the Pacific. And Kelsey's in the Southwest. Alright, we'll call no more guesses. We're going to get right into it. No more guesses here. Get our basketball on wheels. Basketball on wheels. Let's see. Right here. Alright. Box 5. Sealed up. Another one of those rip it, then ship it deals. Ooh, a team on this one. We have a team, I think. No, maybe not. Probably good, but yes, we do. We do have a team. All right, so we are looking at a Cleveland Cavalier hit, and I'm not sure I know that signature. I'm gonna have to look this one up. Cleveland Cavaliers. So we're looking at Central Cavaliers team ball, Adam Silver. But I'm gonna have to look this up. It's JSA hit. I'm not sure I know the player though. If anybody knows the player, you can feel free to put that in. Either way, Chad will be a happy camper. Congrats, Chad. Again, JSA here on our hit. Alright, so we got WB 574532. Brad Doherty. Alright, Brad Doherty. If you're a NASCAR fan, you probably might think of him in a different light. But there we go. Former, I think, first overall pick, if I'm not mistaken even. Let me double check that, but I feel like he was a first overall pick as well. Oh, yep, first overall in 86. There we go, Brad Doherty. Only played with the Cavaliers in his career as well. Alright, and then this will give you a hint of what his post-career was like after with the NASCAR Cup Series. Alright, so there we go. Brad Doherty. And that'll go out to Chad. Chad, congrats. Nice hit. That's pretty cool. Alright, Brad. Yeah, that was a very cursed, sad, demon, whatever you want to call it. And we're not talking just demon deacon. Or Blue Devils. Alright. We have... Yeah, that was kind of cool. Alright, Central. Popeye Jones. He had some big years, Popeye Jones. Central. Harvey. Alright, Harvey, hope you're well. Harvey's getting his name in there. Candace in there. Troy, you're in there. Alright, so for this, it looks like we've got Harvey, Candace, and Troy. Harvey, Candace, and Troy. Alright, guys. Go ahead, you can give me, as some people have already started to do, Jeff and Thomas, you can give me a active or retired baseball. You can say active or retired football, active or retired basketball, hockey, or other. For this, for the 16 by 20, 3 is on the table on your very, very far right of the screen, and 10 is the other option for the 16 by 20. Those are the last two from the case. So 3 is on the table, 10 on the corner of the den, and then we'll figure out the 8 by 10. There's 3, there's 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 3, the one that's out there, is the one we will use. Alright, so it's going to be that guy right there. What we don't know is what number we will be using for the 8 by 10, but we do have a fresh case here. Alright, so brand new case. I'll cut into that right there. Alright, and let me get a marker out. And I am going to take these out. And I will go ahead and number each one accordingly. Alright, so number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and our last one here will be box number 10, and then I'm just going to put a cheat sheet on here. Alright, so 1 through 10 have all been appropriately numbered. Back to random.org we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10. 3 times, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, photo number 2. Photo 2. Alright, and as that, I will cross off 2 on my cheat sheet. And there's number 2. Alright, so 2 and 3. We will possibly need that later, so let's keep it out there. Alright guys, last call on those guesses there. Thomas. Well, the water balloon. Alright guys. Zachary's got active and retired baseball. David's got active football. Mike has retired football. Jake has active basketball. Jeff has retired basketball. Steve has hockey. And Daniel's hoping this person plays water polo. Alright guys, no more guesses. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Game on. Game on. Box 2. Sealed up across right here. Oh, alright. Look at this. We have a retired football. He was a stud in college. Absolute stud at Texas Tech. Michael Crabtree. Michael Crabtree. Alright, retired football going out. Mike is getting Michael. Michael Crabtree. Wow, what a receiver in college he was. Good pro player. Wow, one of the best college receivers I ever saw. Alright. Michael Crabtree. Alright, here we go. It is time for the 16 by 20 box 3. You can see the seal. It starts there. It's coming around, going to this side. Give it a little tap. And it's there. And there. Popped up. Let's go. Ooh. Look at that. Now he's on a different team now. But what a season this guy is having. Absolute stud of a season. He's with the Blue Jays this year. And he's got a pink bat. Pink. It must have been the breast cancer awareness. This is George Springer. George Springer on a Beckett authenticated baseball photo. Alright, so congratulations, George Springer. This is going to be coming out to Zachary. Nice looking photo right there. George Springer. And he's having a monster season with the Blue Jays. Offensive catalyst, I'd say, for that team this year, and amongst very good hitters. Yes, I agree. Amazingly, the Astros moved on from that whole core, although they did bring back Correa. And still good. All right, Zachary, congrats. All right, so our active baseball and retired football for the Gus. All right, active baseball and retired football. All right, so we have Troy with the correct guess. Jones in for some correct guessing. Harvey in here getting some good guesses. Active to Jake as well. And then Jeff, George, Candace, all correct guesses. Charlene, correct guessing. / Mike. Alright, I think that's everybody. I have here, we have Troy, Jones, Harvey, Candace, George, Jeff, Jake, and Mike / Charlene. If I missed somebody, let me know. Alright, so yep, let me know if I missed anybody out there. Alright. I am going to put together the boxes of mystery. There'll be 4 boxes. I'm going to take 3 people. 3 people will have a chance here at the box of mystery. All right. There'll be 3 hits, and I'll space these around different sports. And 1 whammy. 3 hits and 1 whammy. Alright, 3 hits and 1 whammy. Alright, we're going to have silver and gold, flowers and babes. Silver, gold, flowers and babes. As long as you got a correct guess, your name's going in. And the top 3 unique names will get to pick a box of mystery. So only can you pick one. The top 3 will get a box of mystery. There's 2, 3, there's 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. So this, alright, that when I say unique, Harvey, you only get to pick one. So it's going to be Harvey, Candace, and then Mike / Charlene. Alright, so Harvey, Candace, and Mike / Charlene, you each get to pick one box of mystery. Anybody can pick in what order, but it's Harvey, Candace, and Mike / Charlene. Alright. Let me get some stickers out here. Alright. Harvey, go ahead. You can pick either the flowers or the babes. Flowers or babes for you, Harvey. Alright, flowers it is. You got it. Alright, that means you all passed on the babes. And we'll start with the babes here. The babes had a 1 of 1 proof. 1 of 1 proof coming out of this from the 2023 Pro Set series made by Leaf. Alright, so we missed out on the 1 of 1 football Pro Set. Harvey, you want flowers. We'll go with you first. We'll work our way backwards. Harvey, the flowers had, alright, here we go. Check it out. A pack of Monopoly Prism Basketball. Alright, Monopoly Prism Basketball coming to Harvey. Let's see what you're getting out of this pack here, Harvey. How about a Jamal Murray? Hello, Murray. A Devin Carter rookie. There is a Prism Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga Prism. And then another rookie, a nice rookie right here, Isaiah Collier. Alright, so you got a couple nice rookies and a Prism out of the Monopoly Prism pack. Alright, those are coming your way, Harvey. You are welcome. now we have silver to Charlene. Charlene. Oh, here comes the whammy. Not all whammies are created equal, folks. Whammy! Because this time, you're getting your own set of Doorables. Disney Doorables. Micro Motion. Alright, this selection of Doorables from Disney will be coming sealed your way. Alright, Charlene, congratulations. I will send this out sealed to you. Unless you want me to open it. You want me to open it? I don't know. I have no idea. Alright, and then Candace, you have the gold. Alright, send that. I'll send that sealed. Alright, Candace, here comes the gold. How about this? How about this? A pack of Topps Chrome Baseball. Topps Chrome Baseball. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, Candace, here we go. Topps Chrome Baseball. Let's go. How about a Kyle Seager? Kyle Seager? As in Diaz, Mr. Diaz was a huge bonus baby, Cuban bonus baby. We have a Brian Anderson, former teammate of Diaz. And look at this refractor. That is a Max Scherzer refractor. Alright. Well, that's a way to refresh it at the end. A little Max Scherzer love for you. Alright, nice little chrome refractor of Scherzer. They're adorable. Not adorable, just adorable. They took the A out of adorable. Alright, guys. Let me do one thing real quick here. Still plenty of spots. I'm not sure what break we'll do next. We still have some spots in the football break. It's single jersey. In the baseball batting helmet break, which I have back here, we still have the Brewers available. Still have the Brewers available in the batting helmet break and jersey. In the mini helmet and 2 jersey break, we have the Cowboys and the Niners and Commanders. Then in our bat breaks, we have the Rockies and Brewers in the Gold Rush Lumber Edition. Perfect penmanship, just a handful of spots. It's for 1 autographed slabbed card, 1 autographed photo, and 1 autographed jersey. Then we have in the Juiced collection, we still have the Red Sox and the Padres. Red Sox and Padres out there. And then sold out of the authentic full size. I think it's a good time. Maybe we should check out the authentic full size. Alright, I gotta fill in the Panthers, Jets, and Titans. So give me a second here to just get caught up on a couple of these orders that came in. And we'll do this break right here. Like Jeff, I think, has the Panthers. Sure does. Also grabbed the Brewers and Chargers. And some breaks. Alright, and then we need the Jets. Who grabbed the Jets? Let's find out. Could it be George? It is. George grabbed the Jets and the Titans. Thank you, George. Closing that out. Also, the perfect penmanship. Alright, guys. Let me give this a good old refresh. Alright, let's do it. Full-size authentic helmet time. Alright, so it's one authentic full-size helmet and one mini helmet. In the chat, all you have to do is give me one NFL team. One NFL team. If you correctly guess the team that comes out of the box of mystery, you're going to, box here, you're going to get a chance at a box of mystery. We know we're breaking box 81. It'll be that box right there. That'll be the box we end up using tonight. Alright, guys. Go ahead and give me a guess. Alright, guys. We have Steve with the Cardinals and the Falcons. Jonesin with the Ravens. Case has the Buff Bills. Jeff has the Panthers. Daniel's got the Bears. Harvey's got the Bungles. Mike has the Browns. Eduardo with the Boys. Juan's got the Broncos. Mike has the Lions. Rick has the Packers. Mike has the Texans. Harvey's got the Colts. Roman's got the Jags. Gilbert's got the Chiefs. Case with the Raiders. Joel has the Chargers and Rams. Maris with the Finns. Stacy's got the Vikes. Candace with the Pats. Justin with the Saints. Mike has the Giants. George with the Jets. Daniel with the Fly Eagle Fly. Charlene with them Stillers. June has the 49ers. Joel with the Seahawks. Steve has the Bucks. George has the Titans. And Dave sitting on the commode. Alright, I'm going to call no more guesses here. Let's go into it. Let's grab some action. Let's get a little beer juice on this. Alright, a little beer juice rubbed all over it. See if we can pull a heater. Alright, so we can see that seal all the way around. There's the bottom, side, front, all that goodness. Alright, guys. One more tap. Alright. Secondary seal. Give it a cut. See what we got. Pop up. Alright, here we go. Certificate info. Take all that out. Alright. Grab the helmet. Alright, that's everything. We got a Hall of Famer. A Hall of Famer coming out of the authentic full-size helmet. Here we go. Let's see who it's going to be. Starting the night with his first hit from Chicago Bears. We have the Samurai. Mike Singletary. Mike Singletary on an authentic full-size Bears helmet. The Bears. Alright, Daniel, congratulations. Samurai Mike. The Bears. Mike Singletary. That is a Beckett helmet, by the way. What's his first hit tonight, right? Yeah, alright. Woo. There you go. Alright, here we go. And then the mini helmet that's coming out here is from the... Is that who I think it is? It sure is. It's a Slate helmet from the Detroit Lions. We have wide receiver Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams on a Lions hit. Going out to Mike C. Mike C. That is a... Let's see. That is authenticated. It's hard to read that there. That is awesome. There you go. Slate helmet right there. 2 Slate helmets tonight, actually. Very young guys. I think guys from the same draft class. Alright, let me mark these down. Williams. And by the way, anybody that's ordering to Canada, I will make sure not to mail anything using the postal service. I'm very aware of the strike that's going on, or lockout, whatever you want to call it. I think it's a strike in Canada, so I'll make sure this is mailed a different way. Alright. Jameson Williams, Mike. And then for the Mike Singletary, has a look at the inside on that. Yeah, another strike in Canada as of today. Alright, Lions and Bears. Oh my! For the guesses. Troy got his Bears as the guess. Alright, I think Troy is the only correct guess here. Alright, Troy, congrats. Troy, you're going to get your choice of Box of Mystery. Box of Mystery, Troy. Alright, so I'm going to tell you right now, Troy, there's some potential. There is some potential here. Alright, we have silver and gold, or do we split the difference and go with the shark? Alright, Troy. Gold it is. Alright, Troy. I'm going to tell you right now, the big one was right here. A Jumbo Prism Pack from the 2016 draft class, or 2015, I always forget. Yeah, 2015 draft class right there. 2015 Prism Draft Picks. So a 4-pack Prism pack. We missed out on that. Alright, you passed up on silver. Inside of silver was a 22 card pack of 22 score. Alright, so we missed out on that. That means, unfortunately, you just picked the whammy. Remember, not all whammies created equal. This time, you are getting a Phoebe. A little Phoebe from Friends Funko Pop. Alright, little Phoebe buffet. Hi guys! Woo! Alright, so that you've got a new friend coming to your house here. Congrats, Troy. Alcohol is an amazing drug. Alright. I'm going to take just about 2 minutes here just to get caught up on the orders that have come in since we started. Thank you guys, everybody. Please bear with me. I just want to make sure I get everything placed in accordingly. Just since we started tonight, it'll take me about a minute 60 to do. No more than 2 minutes, maybe a minute 60. Alright, so we've got Ryan in there. Alright, Jeff. I think, yep, I put Jeff in. Jake, I've got to put you in with the, Jake R. with the Steelers. Thank you, Jake. Charlene has a spot in the single jersey, 2 spots. And then also in the perfect pen. Jake R. has a spot with the Chai Sox. Aaron. What up, Aaron? Hope you're well. Grabbed a few more 4 spots. 2 total. 2 paid for 2. Bought 4. However you want to word that. Jake T. Bought the same deal. Paid, 4. Got 4 essentially. George, I have you here. I put in the helmet spots, but now I want to put in perfect pen. I just like to make sure I have those in the order. Jake R. with perfect pen as well. Jones with perfect pen. Case has the Red Sox, the Brewers, and the Brewers. Alright, thank you guys. Let's see, why do I not... I might have... Did I not sell the Phillies? There may have been an issue here. I might have a spot available. Let me see, just give me a moment here. There might not have been the Phillies? I don't know why I'm not seeing that. And I just want to make sure I didn't miss this. Yeah, the Phillies sold. Did I misspell it? Who bought the Phillies? Why do I not have them listed? Maybe I did misspell it, that's why. It was Daniel. That's why. Alright, Daniel, that's my bad. I just misspelled Phillies in my search. Alright, I have you. Yeah, it was. It's you, Daniel. I just had the incorrect spelling, so let me just refresh this. When I was searching through things. Alright, guys. We have 1 helmet. I'll put both out there. Why not? 33 and 36. So 36 is this guy. 33 is this guy. For this, I want to do something a little different. I'm going to have you guys put 5 Major League Baseball players on one line. If you guys guess the helmet or the jersey that comes out of either box, alright? Now, if multiple people guess, we'll use random.org, but 1 person is guaranteed to get an autographed 8x10 photo. 1 person will be guaranteed an autographed 8x10 photo. If someone can guess the player that comes out of either helmet or jersey, you can put 5 players, 1 line, and I'll give away an autographed 8x10 photo if you can guess correctly. Alright. When is, Paul, I'm not sure when we'll do that one. It's on in the line. Let's see, Paul. Let's shoot to have that done in the next half hour for you, okay? How about that? If I don't have it out there, just bug me. You're a first-time breaker. I want to make sure we take care of you here, my man. If I don't do it by 11:30 Eastern, let me know that I didn't do it, and I said I'd try to do it for you. So, just a heads up, I'll try to take care of you. No problem. Hopefully you enjoy this and having some fun out there making some guesses. I appreciate you joining. 33 and 36. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we're going to use box 36 for the helmet here, guys. Box 36. Alright, so it's that guy. 33. Not today. Alright, I got to get up here, and I need to go grab a brand new case. And pretty simple. There's 10 jerseys in the black bag case here. And we're just going to go in. We're going to put the 10 numbers in. And The first, number 1 will be the one on top, number 10 would be the one on bottom. Every number in between would be the, essentially how we'll figure that out. Alright, so here essentially would be, this would be black bag number 1. That's number 1, it's the one on top. Go to random.org. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 10. So we're essentially looking at the box or bag. Very, very bottom. Alright, so let's try to put this on a tilt. And I am just going all the way to the bottom. It's this guy right here. This was number 10. Alright, let me take this off. Alright, guys. We have George with the Diamondbacks and Braves. Angela's got the O's. Joel's got the Bo Sox. Daniel's got the Cubbies. Jake R with the White Sox. George with the Reds. Stacy's got it going on with the Guards. Juan's got the Rocks. Micah back in the action. What up, Micah? Hope you're doing well. You got the Tigers. William's got the Astros. Case has the Royals. Joe with the Angels in the outfield and the Dodgers. Steve has the Marlins. Case with the Brew Crew. Steve has the Twins. Maris with the Mets. Joel has the Yanks. Rick has the A's. Daniel's got the Phillies. Joel with the Pirates. Peter has the Padres. Zachary with the Giants. George has the M's. Ryan's got the Cards. Steve with the Rays and Rangers. Harvey's got the Jays. And Jeff has the Nats. I'm going to check on one thing real quick here. I thought so. Brewers to Case. Alright, I have Case with the Brewers. Alright, just wanted to make sure I read that right. Alright, guys, no more guesses. Let's get our good luck baseball duck out there. Quack, quack! Alright, black bag. This is number 10 in the case. We're just going to give it a little slit at the top here. Alright, see some pinstripes. See some pinstripes. Alright, I see. Alright, from the Boston Red Sox. Boston Red Sox, I see Jonathan Papelbon. Jonathan Papelbon coming out of here for the Red Sox. Joel. Alright, former closer, Jonathan Papelbon. Wait, you know what? That might be Phillies. That might be Phillies now I think about it. Let's check this out. Because I don't remember Red Sox. It is Phillies. Alright, so Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies. Alright, I apologize. I gave false hopes to you, Joel. Who has the Phillies here? That is Daniel. Daniel. Yep. Oh, well, you guys are all saying that's Phillies. Yep. It is Phillies. Yep. Jonathan Papelbon, Phillies. So, Joel, are you here? If you're here, I want to give you a pack of cards. That was my fault for giving false hopes. I don't like doing that. So, Joel, if you're here, I'll open up a pack for you. If you're not, just let me know. Or don't let me know. And I'll send you a sealed pack. But either way, I'm going to send you a little something here, Joel, because that's my fault. I apologize. I haven't noticed Joel, but he might have chatted recently. I just want to make sure I take care of Joel. That's not right. Alright, not seeing Joel in the chat, but Joel, let's give you... Alright, let's give Joel a pack of Topps Baseball, a little hanger pack, like a retail hanger. 2022 Topps Baseball. We'll send that to Joel. Now that's my bad, and I don't like doing stuff like that, so send you a little something. Sorry about that, Joel. Alright, just want to put that, mark that. Alright, Joel, that pack will come your way. Alright, guys, here we go. This is box 36. 36. Quack, quack. Alright, here we go. Sealed up. It's all the way around. Full-size helmet time. Alright, sealed up all the way around. Looking good. Give it a pop. Now a slit. There's the helmet. And alright. I'm going to look something up really quickly because I think I'm going to have a... That's what I thought. Alright. Just recently made his Major League debut, and I wanted to see, yeah, real recently, as of June, made his Major League debut. Alright, here we go. We have, from the Washington Nationals, one of their top prospects, Brady House. Brady House coming out of here for the Washington Nationals. Washington Nationals, this rookie made his debut in June. I looked it up, it was June 17th. Brady House, Washington Nationals on the hit. And Major League authentication on the back there. Major League Baseball, I should say. This is a 7 3/8 helmet for what it's worth. 7 3/8 helmet. Brady House. All right, Jeff, there you go. Take it to the house. Couple NL East hits. Jeff, if you want, you could take. Here's a write-up about his prospect stats going into this season. Feel free later on to pause this video if you want to read up about Brady House. That's his prospect 2025 handbook guide reading. But there you go, Brady, take us to the house. Boom, shakalaka. Jeff. Jeff may be willing to trade with Jeff here. Could be an interesting one. Alright, guys. That's a tough one. I'm going to guess no one guessed him, but Papelbon. Did anybody guess Papelbon? That's possible. Alright, not seeing Papelbon as a guess. Obviously not House. That was a tough one. So you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to put everybody's name into random.org. And I have 3 hobby packs here. 1 out of every 2 has an auto. So while I can't guarantee one of those has an auto, there's a really good chance that one of those 3 packs there has an autograph from that hobby pack. So, as long as you put a guess in, your name is going into random.org, and you're going to have a chance to tell me left, center, or right. We'll just go right at it like that. Let's see if we can get someone an auto. It has to be a guess, like a name. So, like, obviously, Dad and Will cards, that would count. Tatis Jr., this would not count. That we want the name for that. 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, it's going to be Aaron. Alright, Jersey. Aaron, you are going to get to pick a pack here. Alright, so we just did this break right here. Oh, nope, I hit the wrong button. Alright, Aaron. Would you like to go left, center, or right? People are saying go left. Go left. Middle. I love it. That was a troll move. I love it. All right, here we go. That was pretty good. All right, Aaron. What are we thinking? Left, left. Let's go middle. All right, Jeff. Let's see if you made the right choice. Well, if you wanted an autograph, you made the wrong choice. But if you wanted Wander Javier, just as good as Wander Franco these days, you got him. You also got Javier Guerrero. You've got a Nomar Mazara. This is a guy that if he could have only hit, he could not hit lefties to save his soul. But man, did he come up smashing righties, and then he couldn't hit a curveball either. But that wasn't always the case with him. Nomar Mazara, Mike Nicorak, and then here's a guy still bouncing around, Kevin Newman. Hello, Newman. All right, Kevin Newman. Now, I think Angels is Newman's team. All right, nothing huge. Obviously, you shoot for the autos in that one. The left pack probably had the auto. Probably had the auto. All right, give me 1 second here, friends. That's what I guessed. All right, Case, June. I have Case, but let's double check. Case, yeah, had Case. All right, Jake with the boys. And June getting a couple of the spots in the random. Alright. Here's the order. We're going to do our 3 jersey Raz break, our fan favorite on eBay. And then we'll do the full-size helmet break that I have promised here as well. So that'll be the order. Just a heads up here. Alright. Really quickly, I need to make an update here. Please bear with me. This will take 14 seconds. Alright. Here's a look at what is available on dad-breaks.com. I have over half of these spots sold. If you want to grab a spot and get 2 random teams in the single jersey break, those are out there. We have the mini helmet and 2 jersey break. At this point, we just have the 49ers and Commanders available. 49ers and Commanders. A lot of hits for the 49ers on the checklist. And just a heads up on that. In the bat break, this is 1 Gold Rush bat and 2 TriStar baseballs. We have the Rockies. Just the Rockies. And guess, as a heads up, Larry Walker is one of the hits out there, and he would be a Rocky hit. So if you're looking for a Larry Walker bat, he's a possibility. We just have, I think, 2, maybe one or 2 perfect penmanship spots. Juiced. This is monster potential. Padres. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, let's see, Tony Gwynn is one of the potential hits. Obviously, all these other big names out there. And let's see, Fernando Tatis Jr., I believe, is in this. So you got Tatis Jr. and Gwynn as a couple Padres, plus all the other juiced guys. Just the Padres available in that one. And that is it. Everything else is sold out tonight. Alright, so that's a look, and then obviously here's our upcoming schedule. Alright, here we go. Let me refresh this. Give me 1 second. Alright. This is our 3 jersey Raz. 3 jersey Raz. This box, the way this break works, there is 1 jersey is guaranteed to come from the list you see on the left-hand side. Sometimes we get 2 names, sometimes we get 3 names that come from the list you see on the left, but we are guaranteed to get one. No matter what, there are going to be 3 jerseys in the box. We have 8 boxes. This is a brand new series of names. Say we pull out of here an Allen Iverson. Thomas is going to be happy because Allen Iverson is going to Thomas. But then say we pull out of here a Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson is not on our list. All 35 names would get a chance at this, but including the Allen Iverson. So we would hit randomize 7 times, and whoever would get that, say it ends up on Jim Kelly, then Rick would get that. But say Allen Iverson. Each name on here has the possibility to get up to 2 jerseys. Alright, that's the way this break works. If you have any questions, feel free to put in the chat. I'm going to put into the randomizer all 8 numbers. There are 8 possible numbers here for our boxes. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This will determine which box. Again, this is the only break I do all night without a giveaway. You feel free to guess if you want to guess who's in there. There won't be any prizes or anything for this one, but it's a fun break and a fan favorite. All right, we're going to go with box 8 here, guys. Box number 8. That's the one on the very bottom here, so give me a moment to get that out. Box 8. There we go. All right. Box number 8. There she is. There she goes. Box 1. Not today. Not there. Alright. In this break, we have Thomas with Allen Iverson. Michael's got Brett Hall. We've got Jeff with Charlie, a.k.a. Winning Shane. George's got Chevy Chase. Jake has Dan the Man Marino. Candace has The Worm. Troy's got Dick Butkus. Jeff hoping for Ed O'Neill. Hello, Bundy. We've got Jake with Emmett Smith. Roman's got Fernando Tatis Jr. David's got Frank Thomas, The Big Hurt Late Night Commercial. Mike has James Cook. Mike C has James Cook. Mike W has Jeremy Roenick. Rick's got Jim Kelly. Jake's got The Goat Before We Knew What a Goat Was. Daniel's got Johnny Crock. Charlene's got Johnny Smoltz. Daniel's got Dr. Julius Irving. We've got Jake with Justin Jefferson. Candace has Larry Bird. Mike has Lawrence Taylor. Daniel's got LaShawn McCoy. Jake has Michael Penix Jr. Mike has Mike Ditka. Jeff has Peter Rose. Roman's got Ray Lewis. Jake has the Red Sox. We've got Jake with Ricky 420. Troy's got Slam and Sammy Sosa. George has the Sandlot cast. Candace has the Diesel. Mike has Sean Kemp. Rick has Trey Young. Charlene has Troy Polamalu. And Roman's got Vincent LaRusso. Alright, guys, no more chances on this. Let's get out there and dial it up. Bloop, bloop. Alright, you can see this is sealed up. Box 8 sealed up all the way around. Box number 8. Let me get this. We're going to cut. Give it a cut there. Maybe. Something like that. There we go. Popped up. Alright. Oh, if this guy could only spell. He's got a great last name, just can't spell his last name. This one will be razzed off. We have Steve Pierce. Steve Pierce coming out of here. This is 2018 World Series MVP, Steve Pierce. PSA on the authentication. Alright, PSA right there. That's right, World Series MVP Steve Pierce. One of the more unlikely World Series MVPs of all time, if you ask me. Former Pirate, Steve Pierce. Alright, that one's going to get razzed off, and I think it might be the only one that gets razzed off. Alright, because our next one is from our list. Alright, we have Hockey Hall of Famer Jeremy Roenick. Jeremy Roenick on a Blackhawks jersey. That is also JSA. This one is JSA. Jeremy Roenick, Blackhawks jersey right there. And that is JSA. Alright, Mike, that one's coming your way right there. Congrats. Mark that down. Jeremy Roenick, a hit. Alright, here we go. This one. Oh. Sometimes when you buy these spots, you just gotta take a stab at a name. You never know who's gonna come up. But sometimes, Roman, you just take a stab and you nailed it. Ray Lewis! Look at that. Ray Lewis. Beckett on the authentication. Hall of Famer. Oh, yeah. Okay, that was my attempt at Ray Lewis's end zone walkout when he does his little shuffle. Ray Lewis. A beast. One of the all-time great inside linebackers of all time. All right, Ray Lewis. Roman. Congrats, Roman. All right, Beckett authenticated. All right, Steve Pierce. Best last name in sports, if only you could spell it. All 35 names are going to have a chance at this. Our fan favorite. And why do I not do a giveaway on that one? It's hard to do a good giveaway, and the other thing, my margins are really lousy on it, so. One time. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Top name on the 7th time gets Steve Pierce. Here we go. 6 times. Let's go. 7. Slamming Sammy Sosa. All right, Sammy Sosa, 7th time. All right, got a baseball guy getting this. All right, Sammy Sosa is Troy. All right, Troy. Congratulations, Troy. You are going to get the Steve Pierce jersey. Sorry the auto doesn't show up. The auto looks a lot better. It's silver than it does through that bag. Let me actually take it out of the bag. Maybe that'll help. It's a silver marker. I know, even with that lighting, it doesn't work, but it'll show up a lot better than it's showing up here. I'll never forget when Steve Pierce played for the Pirates. My dad used to say, "You can't buy his jersey. You cannot buy his jersey. If you wear his jersey, people are gonna say, 'Hey, Pierce,' and you'll be like, 'Hey, what's up?' And they'll just act like it's him. And then when but the spelling's wrong. You can't have your name spelled wrong. Oh, that's so funny." All right, Steve Pierce going out to Troy. Steve, yeah, best first name. I like it. He spells his first name right? Alright, guys. I promised. Let's do it. Why not? Let's have some fun. Did I not put these in the right spot? Where did I put... Oh, I know why. Because I gotta refresh the list. Durr. Give me 1 second, refresh this. Alright, guys. This is one full-size helmet. We know it's going to be box 2. It's this one. It's the last one from the case. So it's going to be this box right here. We don't know what jersey it's going to be. Let me grab our options. Alright. It could be 1, 2, 3, 7 or 9. 1, 2, 3, 7 or 9 for the jersey. I'll put number 1 out there. You guys are going to put in the chat one NFL team. That's all you have to do. If you guess correctly out of either box, you have a chance at a box of mystery. And I'll have some nice prizes. Alright, so put in the chat one NFL team. Alright, again. 1, 2, 3, 7, 9. What the heck? 7 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box number 3 here. So black bag number 3. This guy right there, replacing number 1. Let me cross off 3 on my checklist. Alright. Last calling those guesses, we're looking at Kirk with the Cardinals, David with the Falcons, Rick has the Ravens, Mike has the Buffalo Bills, Mike L with the Carolina Panthers. What up, Mike? Good luck, Mike. Mike. And make sure you put those guesses in. We have Troy with the Bears. George has the Bungles and Browns. Shirlene with the Cowboys. Shaggy, what up, Shaggy? Shaggy's got the Broncos. Kirk's got the Lions. Daniel's got the Pack Attack. Steve has the Texans. George with the Colts. Paul's in the house. What up, Paul? Welcome to the big show. Paul was grabbing his first spot with the Jags. William has the Chiefs. Brandon with the Raiders. Kirk has the Chargers. David has the Rams, the Dolphins, and the Vikes. Kirk has the Pats, the Saints, the Giants, and the Jets. Daniel's flying with the Eagles. Charlene's got the Steelers. Kirk has the Niners and Seahawks. Case has the Bucks. Jeff has the Titans. And Jones sitting on the commode. Alright, guys. No more guesses. Let's go. Box 3. Here we go. Let's get the one of the OGs out there. What up, Mrs. Spooty? Here we go. Quarterback. Let's go. Alright. Box 3. Let me move this. Box 3. Black bag 3, I should say. Give that a little slit up top. A white jersey. Oh, there we go. From the Dallas Cowboys. We have safety Darren Woodson. Darren Woodson going out to Shirlene. Shirlene on a Beckett authenticated Dallas Cowboy. Darren Woodson. Nice hit. Alright, let me mark that down. Darren Woodson. Alright, Darren Woodson, Beckett on our authentication. Alright, Cowboys guesses looking strong. Alright, here we go. Quarterback! Alright, this is box 2. Box 2, we are sealed up. There's the bottom. There's the front. There's the back. There's a cut there. Right there. Looks like we might have a college hit, so college hit. Maybe it's going to be signed in orange. Turn it backwards to keep the suspension. It is going to be signed in orange. Alright, looks like we're going to be signed in orange. Alright, here we go. We have from the U 2026 likely Hall of Famer, in my opinion. He should make it first ballot. Frank Gore. Frank Gore coming out of here on a Miami Hurricane full-size helmet. The U, and that is all orange and black, because this is a this is an alternate. That is going to be an Eclipse alternate. All right, so that is an Eclipse. And guys, that is the 49ers. Kirk, there you go. Congratulations, Kirk. Nice hit. Frank Gore, the U. Beckett authenticated. All right, look at that, all the way around. Straight orange and black on that, no green. All right, Kirk. Killing it. And by the way, Kirk, as promised, I will send that out probably UPS so it doesn't get caught up in your mail system. Frank Gore. It's just good everywhere. You saw him, Jeff, in Indianapolis, and he's halfway through his 30s and still beasting. All right, and that was Beckett authenticated. Kirk is probably watching live, but just I don't know if Kirk chats through YouTube, but I know he's probably watching live. Message me maybe through eBay. Congrats, Kirk. Really nice hit there. And then I want to just, again, Paul, I will make sure I send you out a welcome gift as well, Paul. I know you didn't get a hit, but I hope you've enjoyed watching this. And feel free to stick around, Paul. I'm going to give giveaways all night long. All right. If you guess 49ers or Cowboys, you're going to get a chance here at a box of mystery. 49ers or Cowboys. Jake is a happy camper. Because Jake is the only correct camper. I don't see anybody with the Cowboys as a guest. Just Jake with the 49ers. Did I miss anybody? Alright, Jake, congrats. Alright, Jake, you're going to have 3 options here. You're going to have your choice of silver, babes, or golden egg. Alright, Jake TH. Time to open up another brewski. Jake going with the babes. Alright. Jake, you passed up on the golden egg. The golden egg had the Jumbo 2015 4-pack pack of Prism draft picks. Alright, so missed out on the big one there. Jake, you passed up on the whammy bean. Inside the whammy was your very own pair of Ace Ventura. I'm ready to go, coach. Put me in. Put me in. Ace Ventura socks. Woo! Do not go in there. Alright, guys. That means, Jake, you're staring down 22 cards of 2022 Score Football. Alright, Jake. Let me put your name on a sticker here. Alright, here we go. You have a DJ Moore, Davis Mills, Drew Brees, LaVisca, Max Crosby, J.K. Dobbins, A.J. Green, Bet Favre, Logan Thomas, Deontay, There's Danny Dimes throwing them dimes around this year. Drew Bledsoe. Devontae Wyatt. Myjai Sanders. Pierre Strong Jr. Khalil Shakir. Christian Harris. There's a Cam Akers is the place to be on his third tour with the mini Viking. Also Viking Des Ritter. We have Justin Ross, rookie. Ravens huddle up. And celebration with Devontae Adams. Alright, Jake, those cards coming your way. Appreciate you, Jake. Thank you. Oh, you guys are crushing it. Alright. Let's do a baseball bat break in a minute. Give me a minute to just get caught up here. We'll do a bat break. No, bat break. I've got Jake's in. I've got Jones in. Alright, Harvey. What up, Harvey? Harvey got the rocks. Mr. Jones, what up? David Jones has the Niners. Going a little perfect pen. Closed out perfect pen. Padres. Closed out Padres and got a couple random teams. Alright, and a couple more random teams, it looks like. Alright, guys. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4 spots remaining in the single jersey breaks remaining, and then we have in the mini helmet break just the Commanders. Everything else sold out tonight. Alright, let me hit refresh on this one. Alright, guys, it is one Gold Rush bat paired up with not one but 2 autographed baseballs. I'm going to have everybody in the chat. You're going to give me 5 Major League Baseball players. 5 players. Any 5 players, if they come out of the baseballs or the bats, you have a chance at the box of mystery. And there will be no whammies. All good stuff coming out of this. And I'll make sure it's all hobby. All hobby stuff. All hobby packs as a possibility on this. Alright, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. 10 baseballs here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Baseball 1 is on the table, but 7 is going to replace number 2. Alright, 7 replaces number 2. Let me grab number 7. Alright, this is number 7. Number 1 is currently already out there. Number 2 is gone. Alright, number 1 is our bat on the table. We also have 2, 3, and 5. So 1, 2, 3, and 5 are possibilities here for the bat. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Bat 2. Alright, let me grab the second bat. Alright, here we go. Bat number 2. Bat number 2. Turn it that way. And bat 1 out of there. Place that back in the case proper. Alright, we've got Jake with the Diamondbacks. George has the Braves. Mark has the O's. David with the Red Sox. Ryan's got the Cubs. David's got the White Sox. Jeff has the Reds. Jake has the Guards. Harvey's got the Rocks. David's got the Tigers. Case has the Astros. Jeff has the Royals. Richard's got the Angels in the outfield. Charles in charge of the Dodgers. Jake with the Marlins. Case has the Brewers. Roman's got the Twins. Mark has the Mets and the Yanks. Jake has the A's. Daniel's got the Phillies. Case has the Pirates and the Padres. Zachary's got the Giants. Richard's got the M's. Brandon's got the Cards. Jake with the Rays. Charles has the Texas Rangers. Daniel with the Jays. And Jones in for a hit with the Nats. Alright, guys. Let's call this. I'll give you guys one more second here. Get those guesses in. Get those guesses in. You don't have to be in the break to put a guess in. You don't have. You could have never broke with me, and you're watching for the first time. Put in the chat. 5 Major League Baseball players. Little note is going out there. If you guys have any questions, always feel free to put that in the chat. Alright, guys. No more guesses. Dudley, you're good. What up, Dudster? Alright. If you're still typing, feel free to put your guesses in. We'll start with box 1. Quack, quack. Box number 1. Box 1 sealed up all the way around. There we go. Alright, you're going to see that seal. It's going to look really nice coming around. Doing our thing. Giving it a cut. Seeing if we can make our hit sing. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. We have a Rawlings TriStar Authenticated Major League Baseball. We have 1974 American League MVP from the Texas Rangers, Jeff Burroughs. Jeff Burroughs, father of the late Sean Burroughs. There we go. Jeff Burroughs. Nice hit right there. And going out to Charles. Charles, will Jeff Burroughs love? Paul, we did miss it. Paul, if you want, the recording is out there. We pulled a Darren Woodson Cowboys jersey and a Frank Gore Miami Hurricanes helmet, which went to the San Francisco 49ers. There is a recording. It'll be available to you after the break is over, if you want to watch it. I also mentioned, Paul, I'm going to send you out a little welcome gift as well. Feel free to stick around. We'll do giveaways all night though, Paul. Alright. Baseball bat going out, Jeff Burroughs. Alright, here we go. Baseball number 7, sealed up all the way around. Quack, quack. Alright, there's our seal, looking shiny and good. Alright, I know what team I think of this guy, but I'm not sure if I'm even right. Alright, we have a Rawlings TriStar Authenticated Major League Baseball. We have it's a 7-time Gold Glove Award winner, Devon White. I said Devon. Devon White. I think of him as a Blue Jay, but I really don't know who it's going to be awarded to. Devon White. 3-time World Series champion. One of those is with the Blue Jays. I know that. I think probably back-to-back. In my lifetime, I think of him as a Blue Jay. Alright, let's see. Oh, that tends to be a hint. Angels, Marlins, Dodgers. It is close. The California Angels of Anaheim were not far behind, but it is a Toronto Blue Jay. Toronto Blue Jay on the hit right there. Daniel on the hot trick. Devon White. There you go. Nice hit right there. Congrats, Daniel. Devon White. Great defensive player. Jace was way closer than I'd have ever guessed. I actually do remember him as a Angel on like a 1987 Topps card or something that I had. But Blue Jay was definitely my mind was going with. Was he on that Marlins? He was. Wow. He was on that Marlins World Series team in 1997. That I didn't remember. I wouldn't have remembered. His best years, though, he had a 47.3 career WAR. That's an incredible career WAR. You know, that's a top, 1% of the history of baseball right there. He's a 1%er. Alright guys, it's bat time. Bat time. Alright. This is the knob for sure. So let me show you the barrel. And that's number 2. And I want to make sure that you guys see this is the knob, and we're going to cut into that. Alright, here we go. Big hit, big hit. Let's go. Louisville Slugger. Oh, I just saw this name not long ago in something I mailed out to a friend. How about this? We have a hit here for the Washington Nationals. This is Hall of Fame legendary outfielder Andre the Hawk Dawson. Expos hit right there. It's Montreal Expos hit the Hawk. Jones. Congratulations, Jones. Andre Dawson. He was a great Cubs player, Jeff, but he goes down. He played more games with the Expos. I would say most famous year is obviously a Cub, though, Jeff. But more games with the Expos, but I agree. Alright. We hit the bottom 3 of this here. The Rangers, Jays, and Expos all getting hits here. Andre Dawson. The Hawk. Yeah, congrats. And by the way, for that, I just want to point out that is Beckett on your authentication. Alright, did we have any Dawson guesses? Nobody with a Dawson guess. I'm a little bit surprised. I thought the Hawks might guess the Hawk, but no. Nobody with the correct guess. So, you know what? I think I have 2 of them left. Let's see if the autograph is in one of these 2. Alright? Autograph may be in one of those 2. I'll give out this. similar to how we did it earlier. As long as your name gets picked here, you have a chance to tell me left or right. Left or right. Has to be a name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Troy! Alright, Troy, let's see. You're going to go left or right this time, Troy. Alright, Troy, left or right? I don't know which one it was earlier. That was left. This is funny. Alright, give me a second here, Troy. Going left. Alright, taking that one off. Oh, I think we have an auto. We sure do. It's an on-card auto. On-card auto. We'll put that in the back. It'll be last. Alright, there's a Yon Lopez. Yon Lopez. Austin Ray. Austin Ray. You have a Jeff Hendricks. Jeff Hendricks. Kyle Martin. Alright, here's your on-card auto. It's a die cut out of 50. Yadier Alvarez. Yadier Alvarez. Die cut 21 of 50 on-card auto. I think. Actually, no, it's a sticker. I thought it was an on-card. But now that I look at it a little closer, I think it might be a sticker. Because of the reflection. But nice looking die cut. Alright, those cards all coming your way, Troy. To middle. All right, guys. Real quick, I'm just going to go over. There are 4 spots remaining. You get, and by spots I mean 8 teams. You get 2 random teams if you buy into the single jersey break. I just added that one yesterday, so if you are interested and didn't see it before previously, it was added yesterday. This is 1 mini helmet and 2 jersey break. And we have the Commanders. The Commanders. Alright. And that is it. It is 2 jerseys and 1 mini helmet. Alright. Alright, so a lot of good stuff out there. If you're interested, those are all that remains. Commanders were the only mini helmet remaining. Alright, we are going to do next the Funko break. Alright, it is 1 autographed Funko paired up with 1 autographed photo and 1 autograph jersey. Alright, let's start things out figuring out the photo. For this, all you guys have to do is give me 1 letter from the alphabet. It's very simple. 1 letter. We have every number but the number 2 for the photo. Every number but the number 2 for the photo. But you know what? Let's do this. Let's figure out what letter everybody will get. That way, if you guys want to make a trade, you can talk about a trade. Alright, if this was a 7 time, Daniel had the letter A, George would have the letter Z. Let's see how it'll be. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. George has the letter A, and Daniel's got the letter Z. So a little swappage on that. Alright, so let me go ahead, copy that, paste, and then give it a good old refresh. If anybody wants to trade, that is how we lined up now. I'll go over that order in a minute. Alright, 1 through 10 are possibilities except for the number 2 on our photo. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Photo number 8. Photo 8. Alright, so photo number... Nope, that's 9. That is number 8 right there. Alright, jersey. Just have numbers 2 and 5 left from the case. That's it. 2 and 5. Nothing else from the case remains. Nothing else from the series remains. 2 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, number 2, which is the one that's currently out there, will remain for the jersey. Now for the Funko, we have number 1 on the table, 5 is behind me. This is a 1 verse 5 instead of a 2 verse 5. Alright, 1 again is on the table. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we'll switch this for number 5. Grab that. Number 5. Tring. And coming off number 1. Alright guys, last call on those guesses. If anybody wants to make a trade, did we have any action? Not seen the action, so I'm just going to say there are no trades. Alright. We have number 8 for our photo. Number 8. Let's get the pizza back out there. Alright, game on. Box 8. Oh, here we go. Hall of Famer on a really cool Team USA photo. The letter H. Brett Hall. Brett Hall coming out of here. That's a nice hit right there. I like that one a lot. George. Very cool. Brett Hall. Longtime St. Louis Blue. Also spent some time with the Flames. And Stars. Maybe his most famous play was with the Stars, though. Or a play that didn't happen. Alright, Brett Hall. Alright, it's jersey time. Let's get Mrs. Spinny out there. Here we go! Hall of Famer! Box 2. Box number 2. Alright, secondary seals right there. Holy cow! The letter H, monster hit on this one. Guys, absolute monster. How about a Gunnar Henderson? Oh, boom! Boom! Gunnar Henderson. That is an insane hit right there. Beckett authenticated. George, the letter H, is coming up monster for you. George, you have done really well with the jerseys from the same case back to back. You got the Nikola Jokic and the Gunnar Henderson. George, woo! Aaron. Alright, let me mark these out. Brett Hall and Gunnar Henderson. That's a monster. It's crazy. Gunnar Henderson's year kind of started out slow. In the end, he's still a monster. Still a monster. And only slow by his terms. Here we go. Let's go. Big hit. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Hello. Alright, Funko. Let's do it. Oh, this is a sick hit. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but here we go. Thunder. Mike Tyson, here we go. Look at this. That's a sweet hit. Aaron, what a hit. Aaron, monster. Mike Tyson. No tigers included. So George has not hit the last two breaks, the Funko, the last two breaks, and he still has come out monstrous in the Funko break, which is very ironic without getting the Funko. That is awesome. Let's go. George and Aaron, congratulations. 3 all-time. That's a great, absolute great. That is a good offer. Daniel is offering the Bijan Robinson Funko and a Roddy for the Mike Tyson. That is a good offer. If you guys end up making a trade, let me know. If you need me to exchange information, you guys know how to do it. Contact me through eBay or through the website. I will help exchange email addresses if you don't already have them. Alright, that is Beckett on the authentication. Mike Tyson. Woo! Yeah, if you guys needed me to send info to each other, let me know. But Aaron, congrats. George, congrats. You guys both coming up real big. Alright, guys. For the letter guesses, just H and T. H and T. Whereas Mike Tyson might say... Okay, that was bad. Alright, H and T for the guesses. Troy with the T guess. Tie time for Troy. I think Troy's the only correct guess. Is Troy the only correct guess again? Alright, Troy, I think you're the only correct guess. Let's put some hobby pack out there. Alright, we've got some fun stuff for you here, Troy. Alright, silver, golden egg, and babes. Oh, code H? Jeff. Oh, whatever, you guys can each pick a pack. Or pick a box. I didn't even see the H. Yep, you sure did. Alright, Troy and Jeff, you each can pick one, that's fine. Two hits, one whammy out there. Troy's going with the golden egg. Alright, Jeff, you have the silver or the babes? Silver it is. Give me 1 second putting your names on each of these. And Troy. Alright. You guys both passed up on the babes. The babes had not one, but 2 packs. A mega pack from 2024. Every other pack has an auto, so 50-50 chance of an auto. And a Topps Heritage 2021 baseball pack. Alright, so you guys missed out on that. So one of you guys is getting a true whammy. All right, Jeff went silver. Here's silver. Ooh, Jeff, it's your night. Let's see if we can pull you a monster, Jeff. Here we go. Jeff, there is a 2015 Prism Draft Picks. There are 4 packs of cards here for you, Jeff. Let's get to it. 4 packs. Let's have some fun here. See if we can pull you a monster. There we go. 4 packs. Alright, first things first. Let's start with this one. Alright, how about a Dwight Freeney? There's a Silver Prism. Brandon Scherff. Oh, I can't even read. Brandon Scherff, Silver Prism. There's a Jay Ajayi, rookie, former Eagle, former Miami Dolphin. And Daniel Hunter. Alright, that's pack 1. Pack 2, Jeff. Let's go. Let's get you an auto. Alright. How about a Rob Gronkowski? A DeMarco Murray. Hello, Murray. Here have a Devin Funchess rookie. And a Malcolm Brown rookie. Alright. Here we go. Third pack. Let's go. How about a Patrick Peterson? Another silver in here. There is a Justin Forsett Silver Prism. Dominic Brown rookie. And a Leo Collins, the big man himself, rookie. Alright. Doesn't look like we're going to get an auto, but here comes an all Prism pack. All Prism pack. Let's go. There is a Mike Evans Prism. Antoine Goodley Prism rookie. And Mahali Kikera rookie Prism. I can't say that. But you got 5 Prisms in there. And a few decent rookies. Unfortunately, no autos. None of the big rookies that we were hoping for, but there you go. Those cards coming your way, Jeff. We tried to go for it. You never know. You buy those, hoping for the biggies, because you're already paid for them. Alright, Troy, here we go. Alright, Troy, this is a hint right here. That's a hint. How about this? How about your very own pair of Heinz Ketchup socks? Heinz Ketchup, technically just Heinz. Could be anything, but it's red, so I'll go Heinz Ketchup. Heinz Ketchup socks, alright. These bad boys will be comfortable in 57 varieties or just one. Alright. Troy, those coming your way. Yeah, right, Jeff? I don't know. You know I don't know. Killing me, Holmes. He's killing me, Holmes. Alright, let me take care of these 2 orders. Matthew and David. Alright, thank you guys. David, I've got you in there with a couple more random teams. And you got the Commanders. Thank you. And then Matthew's got a couple random teams. Alright, there are literally just 4 random teams left, so 2 spots in the single jersey break. That's all. Everything else sold out tonight. Alright, this is our single jersey break. Or single. The one you're looking at is not. What I was talking about was, this is for our mini helmet, and not 1 but 2 jersey break. Right, mini helmet and 2 jersey break. Alright, put that there. And let me see, there might be... Yeah, I thought so. Alright. For this, you guys, you're going to give me... Let's do 5 players again. That's been fun. 5 NFL players. If you can guess a player that comes out of any of the boxes here, I will guarantee someone will get an autographed 8x10 photo. Alright, so we'll guarantee an autographed 8x10 photo if someone guesses a player that is correct out of any of the boxes. Let's figure out the jerseys first. We have boxes 1 and 2 on the table. Let's have 5, 6, 8, and 10. So go ahead and start putting guesses. Oh, Steve, you're fast as like just ready to go. I don't have a good reference. 5, 6, 8, and 10. One and 2 are our placeholders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 2 will stay, but 5 replaces box 1. Alright, I'm going to grab box 5. Alright, 5 will replace box 1. Then we're going to have, for the mini helmet, there's 5. There goes box 1. We have boxes 1, 5, 7, 10, and 12. 1, 5, 7, 10, and 12. 1 is the placeholder. 1, 5, 7, 10, 12. So hut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, 5 will be the box we use here in that mini helmet break. Alright, here is box 5. Box 1 out of here. Alright, guys. Last call on those guesses. You're just giving me 5 NFL players. We've got Mike Leach with the Arizona Cardinals. What up, Mike? Hopefully you're enjoying tonight. Welcome back into the action again. Aaron's got the Falcons. Harvey's looking for a Ravens hit. William's got the Bills. Mike has the Carolina Panthers. Juan's got the Bears. Mike has the Bungles. Maris with the Browns. Jake has the Boys. David with the Broncos. Harvey's got the Lions. Mike has the Packers and the Texans. We have Jeff with the Colts. Daniel with the Jags. Harvey's got the Chiefs. Case with the Raiders. Jeff has the Chargers. June with the Rams. Scott's got the Dolphins. Harvey's got the Vikes. Roman's got the Pats. Jake with the Saints. David's got the G-Men. William's got the Jets. Daniel's got the Fly Go Fly. Jake with the Steelers. David has the Niners. Steve with the Seahawks. Case has the Bucks. And then David's sitting there with the Titans and the Commanders. Alright, guys. No more guesses here. Good luck. Cheers. That's one of the old koozies on this one. Good luck to everybody. Alright, 255. Alright, let's use Life is Like a Box of Mystery. Never know what you're going to get. Alright, box 5 here. Alright, so that is the cut there. Seal it up. This one, just cut and then pull. It's not a rip on this one. Look at that. We have a Clark Griswold, a.k.a. Chevy Chase, on a Chicago Bears jersey. The Bears. What a hit for the Bears there. Monster hit for Juan. Juan, what a hit. Congratulations, Juan. Absolute monster. Chevy Chase on a Clark Griswold jersey. There we go. Boom. We're having a banger of a night. That is... You guessed that? No way. That's awesome. That is awesome if you really did. Alright. Juan Clark Griswold. Chevy Chase. Alright. That was on the JSA authentication. Alright, see if we can keep the hits coming. Box 5, there's our seal. Guess we gotta show it off like that. This one, yep, same deal. Flowers. Oh, we have from the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens wide receiver, Zay Flowers. I love the size of his auto for a jersey. Like, putting that on display is just amazing. Absolutely love the size of that auto. Zay Flowers. Congratulations going out to Harvey. There we go. Baltimore Ravens, Zay Flowers. Beckett on... Oh, no, JSA on the authentication. Alright, that's what they say. Zay Flowers. Alright, box 5. It's going to be hard to top that. There we go. Quarterback. Box 5. Sealed up. Front. Back. Let's go. Maybe. We have a college hit. We pulled him on a hit earlier tonight. We have Texas Tech. Look at that. That is a sweet looking Texas Tech helmet too. And by the way, it says guns up. Beckett authenticated. Michael Crabtree. I don't know if it's showing the glare. Like, there's a lot of shine on that Texas Tech helmet. A lot of shine. Alright, let me see. I want to make sure that it's a 49ers hit. Because he played with the, the Ravens and Raiders as well. Alright, Michael Crabtree. Oh, and Arizona. Did not remember that. Thought he played more with the Ravens than he did. But there we go. Good career, Michael Crabtree, but no doubt about it, it is a San Francisco 49er hit. 49ers on the hit there. David, congratulations. Very cool looking helmet right there. There's a lot of shine. I don't know if this is giving a lot of justice. That T is like chrome. It's literally like a chrome on that T, on the T, both T's, and then the stripe. Very nice looking helmet. Alright, David. Hey, it's a nice anti-skunk hit too. It's a really cool, Dave. Really cool looking helmet. Like, I'm not joking. That's it. It's got like shine like a chrome on the letters. Like, the letters are super shiny. I really like the letters on that. Alright. Okay, good. I couldn't tell if it was or not. Thank you. No doubt. Alright, I need to see who guessed Chevy Chase, Clark, Grizz. Did someone actually guess? Did you actually guess Griswold, or are you just pulling my leg here, Jake? I gotta look. Where is Jake's guess? Chevy Chase. Wow. What a guess. Alright. Anybody else? Let's see. Flowers. Anybody guess Flowers? Nope. And Crab. Nope. Alright. Hey, Jake. That's an unbelievable guess. I promised an autograph photo. Jake, you're going to get an autograph photo out of here. And it turns out I only have one left up here for football. So, Jake, it's going to be this guy right here. That guy is going to be yours. Alright, let me just put your name on a sticker. Alright, Jake, congratulations. Yep, see, Chase, I got you. Okay, take the one in the middle. Nope, I'm giving you the one on the left. Alright, hey, let's give you a tap here. See if we can pull you some heat. Alright, autograph photo coming Jake's way. Let's see if we can pull you a cardinal or a monster. Oh, it's a monster hit. It's really a monster. Look at this. How about a Jonathan Taylor autograph 8x10 college hit? That's an incredible pull in a sick looking photo. What a hit. What an absolute pull for a giveaway. What a monster of a giveaway. Congrats. Alright, we'll give you that. Heck yeah. Jonathan Taylor. So how about this? I'm in one of my fantasy leagues. I had the most points scored in the season, but I'm 1-2. The problem is I scored an insane amount of points in week 1, like twice as many as anybody else, and then I've lost very close games the other 2 weeks, like really close. And like this week I was actually the second highest scorer in the league, but I lost, very close. I'm not too worried. My team is really, really looking good. It's just really funny that I have the most points in the league and I have a losing record. 3 weeks in, I'm not too worried. It's just funny to look at this way, this early. Alright, let me mark this down. I want Jake to get that. Jake. Alright. Congratulations. All you had to do is guess correctly. Alright. Just a quick heads up. Last sales pitch. Everything's sold out on the site. This is the upcoming schedule. I will give you a heads up. Within about 2 minutes of the break ending tonight, I will have a hit parade item for football that is a full size. It's the Immortal collection for helmets. You're going to see the prices. The prices might come as a shock. I apologize for that. It is a higher end product. It's the highest end product I've ever offered. My margin is the lowest I will have on anything on the site, to be honest with you. So I apologize. I just wanted to be able to offer an extremely fancy, nice product. It'll be for this Monday break coming up that you see here. If you're very interested in that, I suggest being available to watch and grab a spot or a team. I apologize that the sticker shock, it's going to come across as like a juiced type of break. And it really is. I mean, the hits on there are incredible. But just to give you a heads up on that, that'll be one of the breaks for the 6. If you want a spot tonight, just 2 of these remain. So essentially 4 random teams, 2 spots. That's it. Everything else tonight sold out. If you want one of those, feel free to grab one of those right now. I'd like to do that break next, but if not, we can end the night on that break. Either way, we're going to do the perfect pen. Don't worry if you don't see your name. I'll refresh that list here shortly. But it is the perfect pen break. And we know it's going to be this box. It's the last one from the case, box 3. We don't know what photo. We don't know what jersey. That said, I want everybody to just give me one letter from the alphabet. One letter from the alphabet. That's all you have to do. I'm going to now grab all the names. There are 26 names here. Steve, I have 4 of them. I had to buy a case. They actually wouldn't sell it to me without buying a case. And I'm just going to put it this way. The case was over $2,500 for a case of 4 of them. So that's just how that's going to translate. So just a heads up. It's not a cheap case. Not a cheap product. I apologize for that. But I hope people appreciate it that those are coming up. There's 4. I bought 1 case. I probably will do one on that Monday. Probably not that Friday. But then, you know. Yeah, they only let me buy a case. That was the only way I could get it. Alright, so let's figure out the letters here. And I get it, not everybody can do it. I'm not asking everybody to do it. But hopefully people will enjoy it. There'll be enough people with interest in it. Alright, if this was the 7th time, Daniel would have the letter A, and David would have the letter Z, but we're going to hit random.org and do this 7 times. And this will help us figure out what letters. You guys are welcome to make a trade after this, and I'll figure out what boxes we use. There's 5 times. There's 6. One more makes it 7. Alright, Jones, you are going to have the letter A and the letter Z. So you got everything on the bookend here, Jones. Alright, so that is you. I am going to go in here, paste these, and then let's hit refresh. Alright, you guys can see the letters you guys have right now. I'm going to figure out the jersey. I have 1 on the table. I also have 2, 7, and 9. 1, 2, 7, and 9 are the jersey possibilities here. So 1, 2, 7, and 9. 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 7, jerseys number 7 here. Alright, let me mark that down and grab it. Alright, here is jersey 7. We know we're breaking box number 3 for the perfect 10. There goes number 1. Alright. Now we have to figure out the photo. Alright. Football photo. It's either going to be number 6 or 8. 6 or 8. Either one. 6 or 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, photo number 6. This one. Okay. Alright, so we'll have 6, 7, and 3. 6, 7, and 3 for this break. Alright, guys. If you haven't guessed a letter yet, go ahead and put that in. So Jones, it won't be 50. So it was. There's 32 teams. The case of 4 helmets. 4 helmets was $2,500. So it'll be less than that. It was over. It was over $2,500, and the case is 4 helmets, not 2. There are some Z flavor players, Jones. Not many though, but we have looked that up. Yeah, Zorn. All right. We have Jones with the letter A, Dave the letter B, Charlene has the letter C, Aaron the letter D, Candace has E, Jake has F and G, Maris has H, Aaron has I, George has J, Jeff has K, Jake has L, June M, Daniel N, Jake O, Aaron P, Jeff has Q and R, June has S, Jeff has T and U, Mike has V, Jake has W, David has X, Daniel has Y, and Jones has Z. Sorry, David. I know, so that has come up why I sell the letter X, and quite frankly, to be honest with you, it just comes down to that's how I can make the pricing to a more affordable number when I sell 26 plus. Alright guys, I guess I hit no more guesses twice. Alright, here we go. Let's go with Tails Never Fails. Nope. This is, let's go. Instead of Tails Never Fails, let's use Sonic. Alright, Sonic. Photo number 6. Photo 6 sealed up across. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. What are the chances I did a giveaway of this? How about this? How about Jonathan Taylor? Right there, another one. Another rookie, Jonathan Taylor. Totally different series, different product, same brand, but different series, different years. Look at that. Jonathan Taylor. Right there, rookie. The letter T. Jeff. Congratulations, Jeff. Look at that. Jeff, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a thing on this just to mark Jake's. And I'll put it on the back. This one was Jake's, and this one is Jeff's. That's incredible. Nobody will be complaining about that, though. Alright. And yours is Beckett authenticated, Jeff. Jake, yours was JSA authenticated. So I guess I could have just noted that as well. Jeff, let me mark Jeff's here. Jonathan Taylor. Yours is Beckett, Jeff. And I just want to mark the other, just in here for Jake's. Just so I know on my end. Just to be safe. Alright. Alright, here we go, guys. Jersey time. I've been asked before why Sonic as a whole. In the Sonic movie, they go to a donut shop. And my daughter just thought it was really cool. And so she turned Sonic into a donut. Alright, number 7. Number 7 right there. And she was like 8 years old at the time when that happened. My daughter's 13 now. That's crazy. Ooh, okay. Here we go. Look at this. Here we go. Baltimore Raven. Baltimore Raven, Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram on a Ravens jersey. All right, that is a Mark Ingram and Beckett authentication on the former Heisman Trophy winner, the letter I, Aaron. Aaron, another hit right there. Congrats, Aaron. A Mark Ingram, the letter I. Don't sit on the letter I tonight. Alright guys, here we go. Last one from the case. Perfect penmanship. Box 3. Box 3. You can see that seal. Secondary seal is down there. Good luck. Let's see if we can get one of these headliners. Alright. Kind of give this a rip. Seal it up there. Alright, not with this team anymore, but it doesn't matter because we're going by letter. How about a DeAndre Swift? DeAndre Swift, he probably isn't saying go Lions anymore, but there we go. DeAndre Swift, Gem Mint 10 auto, go Lions. PSA on the auto. The rated rookie DeAndre Swift, the letter S, going out to June. June, congratulations, DeAndre Swift. Alright, all Swifties are happy right now. Can you imagine if DeAndre Swift was dating Taylor Swift and then they got married? She wouldn't even have to change her last name. She could claim she changed her last name. I mean, she ain't gonna change it obviously anyway. But, just saying. Alright. IST, we got the IST. Aaron. Touche. I don't hate. I'm not an anti-Taylor Swift. I'm just not a Swiftie, I guess is the way I will put it. But I'm not anti, like, I don't love her music, but I don't dislike either. So, I guess that's the way I look at it. Hey, it's a Hall of Fame career though. Whether it's over or not, Hall of Fame career. Alright, I, S, and T. Alright, Thomas has the letter T. T for Thomas. Daniel's got the letter S. Aaron's got the letter T. Troy has T. What up, Troy? Alright, that's everybody. So we have Thomas, Daniel, Aaron, and Troy. And I think Mike Tyson was playing with Thomas's name here. I don't know. I think Mike Tyson might have played with Thomas's name. Alright, 7 times. Top name. Gonna get the box of mystery. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Daniel! Alright, Daniel. You'll get a choice of a box of mystery. There'll be 3 hits. And 2 hits and 1 whammy here. 2 hits and 1 whammy in the football brick. Alright, Daniel. Alright, we have gold, we have butterfly, and we have a shark. Alright, Daniel, go ahead, pick your box of mystery. Yeah, my daughter's never been a big Swiftie. They actually, my wife and daughter went to the Taylor Swift movie, and they actually walked out of it. They didn't dislike it. It just they didn't know half the songs, and it was like 3 hours long. And they're like, "Okay, we gotta go. This is just too much." All right, Daniel's going with the butterfly. All right, Daniel, that means you passed up on the gold. The gold had a 1-of-1 leaf set there. 1-of-1 leaf set. Or 1-of-1 leaf pro set, I should say. Alright. Daniel, you passed up on the shark. In the shark was your very own pair of Ace Ventura. Who be it, coach? Socks. Woo! Do not go in there. Alright, Daniel. That means you're going to get not 1, but 2 packs of cards. Alright, so you're going to get a wild card, Illumination pack, and a Sage 2024 pack with a 50-50 chance. It's a mega pack of an auto. Alright, Daniel. Mariah Carey. Now, I'm not a big Mariah Carey fan. Her New Year's Eve performance a couple years ago, whew, one of the weakest things I've ever seen. Alright, Daniel. How about a Malik Willis? Malik Willis right there. Anthony Brown, quarterback there, Raven. Bailey Zappi. Actually, Anthony Brown was a Pro Bowler, if I'm not mistaken. Bailey Zappi, rookie. Javarius Hodges Tomlinson. Dion McIntosh. There's a Jeremy Ruckert. Grant Wells. And a Keely Ringo. Not to be confused with a Bart. I don't know. I was going to make a joke about the Beatles, and it wasn't going to land, so I stopped. Alright, here you go. Mega 2024 pack. Let's see if we can get you an auto out of here. 50-50 chance at an auto. Jaden Janky. This card, not the greatest, kind of janky. Cooper DeJean. There you go. You'll like that. Cooper DeJean. Nate Wiggins. Mayan Williams. There's a card there. Raheem Sanders. How about a Caleb Williams rookie? There you go. Caleb Williams rookie. Jaden Davis. Dylan Gabriel pre-rookie. AJ Henning. I think you have an auto coming up, actually. There is a Vinny Testaverde. No auto. I was wrong. I lied. False hopes. Thought the next card was an auto. False hopes. Lawrence Keys and an Austin Reed. Huh. It was stuck, but wasn't. But you did get a Caleb Williams rookie and a Cooper DeJean. My daughter loved Camila Cabello. Absolutely. I wouldn't say she doesn't like her anymore, but oh my god, she was obsessed with Camila Cabello. Absolutely loved her. She's 13 now. I would say if a Cabello song came up, she would listen. I wouldn't say it's her favorite. Ava Max is my daughter's favorite singer. Ava Max. She loves Ava Max. Jake R. Closing this down. Jake R. I am going to give Jake R a giveaway here for closing it down. Alright. Mr. Jake R. Alright, Jake R. I am going to give you an... Let's see, what will I give Jake? I'm going to give Jake R... How about this, Jake R? You're going to get a pack of Prestige 2022, and this is one of the few 2022 packs that had a chance at a Brock Purdy rookie. So Jake R, you have a chance here at a Brock Purdy rookie. Let's do this. Closed the action down, bought the last 2 spots tonight. I'm going to give him a little giveaway here. Alright, Jake R. You're going to get an Antonio Gibson. There is a Sterling Shepard. Kyler. There's an Anquan Bolden. Nick Chubb. There's an extra points coming up of... It's hard to read that one. Devondre Campbell, Packers. Extra points. There is a Chris Olave rookie. Nice pull. Chris Olave, good when he's healthy. Trayvon Walker, former first overall pick rookie. Andre Johnson, the legendary Texan. Howie Long, that's what she said. And then LaVisca Chenault. Alright, Jake, thank you for closing out the action tonight. Those cards coming your way. Final football break. And then we'll end the action with the final baseball bat break. Alright, guys. Oh, Jake, I wasn't sure if you were in the chat or not, so I didn't give you an option at something. I just gave you something, but hopefully you like it. You are welcome. Alright, guys. We have numbers 1, 3, 4, and 6 as possibilities here. Let's figure that out, and then we'll figure out... Actually, let's figure out the people, what teams everybody has. Alright. So, this is the list here, right here. These are the names. I'm going to take it over to random.org so you can see it looks like that right now. I guess I could have just shown you like that. Now I'll take you into the randomizer. And the top name on the 7th time will get the Arizona Cardinals. The 7th team will get the Washington Commanders. Alright, we'll hit random.org. And it'll all fill in. 7 times, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, Aaron's going to have the Arizona Cardinals, and Charlene is going to have the Washington Commanders. Alright, I will copy and paste these in, and then let's see who everybody is going to get. You hit refresh. Alright, guys. Aaron's going to have the Cardinals. Jake with the Falcons. Well, I'll let you read those off. And then let me figure out the jersey. You guys feel free to read those off if you'd like. I'm going to figure out which jersey we're using. 1, Nope. 3, 4, and 6. And I like to put zeros in there. I don't know why I put zeros in there, actually. Now that I think about it, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, jersey number 6. I'm going to grab that. I think it just looks smoother with the 0, but I don't know. 6. And 1 is out. Alright, guys. In this break, Aaron has the Cardinals, Jake has the Falcons and the Ravens, David with the Bills, Aaron with the Panthers, Jake has the Bears and the Bungles, Peter's got the Browns, Matthew's got the Boys, June's got the Broncos, David's got the Lions, Jeff has the Packers, Shirley's got the Texans, David's got the Colts, Aaron's got the Jags, Jake has the Chiefs, Jeff has the Raiders, Jake R with the Chargers, Roman's got the Rams, Daniel with the Dolphins, Aaron's got the Vikes, Roman's got the Pats, Matthew's got the Saints, Peter's got the Giants, June with the Jets, Jake has the Fly Eagle Fly, Daniel with the Steelers, David's got the Niners and the Seahawks. Jake has the Bucks, David with the Titans, and Charlene is sitting on the commode. Anybody want to make a trade? Yeah, Jeff, that's a good idea. Everybody out there, give me an NFL division. Give me one NFL division. We'll do it that way. Not seeing any trade. Jeff offering the Raiders if anybody's interested. And Jones. Alright, last call on those guesses here. Alright, no more guesses. Alright, let's crush this. Game on. Let's go. Box 6 jersey looking good. There's our seal up there. Give it a cut along the lines. Secondary seal being cut right there. Here we go. See the number 9. Oh, look at that. How about a J.J. McCarthy? J.J. McCarthy for the Minnesota Vikings. All right, quarterback J.J. McCarthy on a Vikings hit. Nice hit for Vikings. Aaron on the hat trick, I believe. Is that your 3rd hit tonight, Aaron? Either way, Aaron, congratulations. Big hit, J.J. McCarthy. Could we have a J.J. McCarthy for that card? Aaron, I don't know. That Falcons card that Jeff has, might be interested in trading for it. All right, J.J. McCarthy. All right, let me put that down under here. Big hit. Congrats, Aaron. J.J. McCarthy. Aaron coming back strong tonight. Will J.J. McCarthy come back strong is the big question. Alright, let me know if you guys make any trades, if you need me to contact people about stuff. Alright, that is an NFC North hit. David, at least you did your mini helmet, David, looks great though. Alright, let me see. NFC North hit. Alright, Aaron guessed NFC South. NFC North. NFC North. Jeff has the NFC North. David has the NFC North. All right, David and Jeff. All right, you're the only two that I see. All right, NFC North. Alright, there'll be 2 hits and 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy. Alright. We are going to have the Popo, the Shark, and the Babes. Alright, it's a David versus Jeff matchup. Alright, top name 7 time, picking a pack, or box, or something else. And, alright, 3 times is 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, it is Jeff S. Alright, Jeff, you are going to pick a box of mystery here, Jeff. Jeff, which one would you like? Which break did we just do? We did this one. Alright, Jeff, go ahead and make a selection. Panics at the Disco. David. Alright, Jeff going with the Shark. Alright, passed up on the Babes. The Babes had the... This wasn't a bad whammy though. How about your very own Hallmark keepsake? It is S'mores Hallmark ornament. Alright, you also passed up on the Police. And in the Police was a 2025 Donruss Elite Football pack. Very nice pack right there. Alright, Jeff, I think you're going to be happy with your selection here, Jeff, because you're going to have to send me an email. An email that specifically says, hey, Dave, you owe me a $15 Dad Breaks gift card. So, Jeff, make sure you send an email, not on any thread we already have, but an email that says, send me a $15 gift card. Congratulations, Dave, Jeff. From Dave. Alright, guys. Last break of the night. I gotta hit refresh on this guy. This is our juice break. Alright, guys. We know it's bat 4. It's the last one from the case. So bat 4 for sure. We don't know if it's gonna, what baseball it's gonna be. Everybody out there, you're gonna tell me, are we gonna pull a juiced or not juiced baseball? Alright, very, very simple. Juiced or not juiced. By definition, juiced means it is one of the 31 players that did not play Major League Baseball or professional baseball. That is listed in the checklist that I broke it down on the website as well. All right. By the product's definition, obviously Ted Williams, Joe DiMaggio, those guys are juiced. But by our giveaway definition, they would be the not juiced. Juiced would be the players that did not play baseball at the professional level. All right, we have to figure out what baseballs we're going to use. We have 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. So 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Got a little James Bond in there by accident. 3 times, there's 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, 6 and 4. 4 is already out there. But 6 is going to replace box 1. Alright, 6 will replace box 1. This is number 6. This is number 1. Alright, guys. We have Jake with the Diamondbacks. George has the Braves. Richard with the O's. Case has the Bo Sox. Joel has the Cubs. Jones in for the White Sox. And Jones in for the Reds. Maris has the Guards. Juan's got the Rocks. Peta looking at it big with the Tigers. David's got the Astros. Joel has the Royals and the Angels. Candace with the Dodgers. Jake has the Marlins. Jeff with the Brewers. Jake has the Twins. Jeff has the Mets. Case with the Yanks. Mark has the Oakland A's. Welcome to the big show tonight, Mark. Daniel with the Phillies. Joel has the Pirates. David with the Padres. Zachary's got his Giants. Richard's got the M's. Case has the Cards. Steve with the Rays and the Rangers. Mike has the Jays. And then Jake hoping for some late night action with the Nets. Alright, guys, I'm calling no more guesses here. Good luck. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Let's see if we can get something massive. Alright. Let's use... First person to tell me what good luck charm to use, I will use that. You have to have a spot in this break, though, to tell me what good luck charm to use. You have to have a spot in the break to tell me what charm. And it has to be a legitimate good luck charm. Let's have a little fun here. Jeff? Jeff says Garvey. What the heck is Garvey? Pizza. Alright, Candace. We'll go with pizza. Pizza it is. I don't know what Garvey is. Are you just saying Garvey? Hot dog Frank fell on the floor. He's up there. I can't reach him anyway. But we'll use pizza. I was the first person that had... Alright, here we go. Game on. Alright, let's use box 4 first. Game on. Good luck, everybody. Box 4 sealed up. Alright, secondary seal right there. Oh, Doctor! And of course he doesn't have a spot in this break. You know, Jeff, you're killing me. Jeff is absolutely killing me. Jeff, you always buy this team. Alright, here we go. Legendary. Future Hall of Famer. Rawlings, TriStar authenticated. Future Hall of Famer from the Cincinnati Reds. We have Peter Rose, the late Pete Rose. There we go. And it's authenticated. We've got Pete Rose and Beckett on the authentication. Alright, Jones. Nice hit, Jones. Alright, that one could technically not juiced. Technically not juiced. But it's juiced. Alright, let's see if that pizza can pull another juice. I have a feeling we're going to pull a juice ball here. Alright, let's go, let's go. Wow. Alright. I'm going to tell you right now, by definition, not juiced. But we have an active Major League Baseball player. Rawlings, Beckett authenticated. From the Chicago Cubs, we have outfielder Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker, let's go Cubbies. Joel, there we go. Kyle Tucker for the Cubs. Alright, go Cubs, go. I'm a Pirates fan. They never win, so I'll just sing the other team songs. By the way, if you've never heard the Go Cubs Go song, It's catchy. Oh, is it catchy? All right, Kyle Tucker. Oh, there we go. That's funny, Jones. Kyle Tucker. Baseball. Alright, so not juiced by definition. I know, Jones. I was thinking the same thing. Alright. Bat 4. And bat 4. This is the barrel, and that's the side they apparently don't want us to open. This, well, no, that actually is the knob, but they don't want us opening. But this is where they have it set up to open. So let's just get up here, get into it. Oh, here we go. How about this? Nice inscription. Atlanta Braves outfielder Dale Murphy. Dale Murphy. George, nice hit. NL MVP 1982 and 1983. Dale Murphy. That is a Louisville Slugger on a Braves hit. That'll be a Dale Murphy for the Braves. All right. Murphy. A hat trick for Georgetown tonight, too. Alright, Dale Murphy and Pete Rose, two of the best. If you were to have a Hall of Fame of players that aren't in the Hall of Fame, those two would be very high, very, very high up on it. Alright, not juiced are going to be the guys that get a chance here at the box of mystery. Not juiced. Alright, Thomas has, and Nate have the not juiced. Who else? Dudley and Jake have not juiced. Candace with not juiced. Alright, those 5 will put you into random.org. If I missed somebody, I apologize. Top name, we're going to get a box of mystery. There will be 2 hits, 1 whammy, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Dudley. Alright, it's Dudley getting a chance here. Alright, Dudley. There are going to be your chance here, Dudley. There are going to be 2 hits. And 1 whammy. 2 hits and 1 whammy, Dudley. Alright, Dudley, you have a choice of the silver, the flowers, or the shark. Silver, flowers, or shark? Which one would you like, Dudster? And I can't wait to see you guys. Remember, it'll be a Monday break. Don't forget, guys, a Monday break coming up. Not this coming Monday, but the following Monday. Dudley, I'm going to tell you right now, you made the selection of the night. Alright, Dudley. Passed up on the shark. I'm going to tell you right now, the shark was the whammy. Whammy! Dudley, you missed out on a Buc-ee's stress baseball. Buc-ee's is not coming to you. Missed out on the silver. This was a nice hobby pack of Topps 2024 Update Baseball. That was a really nice option there. Alright, missed out on that. But how about this, Dudley? There's not 1, not 2, but 3 packs of baseball cards for you. I have some Topps Chrome and a couple Panini Prism. We've got 2021 and 2024 Prism, 2021 Topps Chrome. Let's go, Dudley. I juiced it for you here, Dudley, at the end of the night. Alright, let's start with 2021 Prism. Alright, how about a little Jeff Bagwell? Clayton Kershaw, a couple Hall of Famers so far. Sam Huff, rookie. And a Ryan Mountcastle, rookie. Where is Ryan Mountcastle going to play in 2026? That's a question. Alright, Dudley. 2021 Topps Chrome. Ooh. Oh, look at this. Wow, the back card's great. Oh, great pull in the back. Alright, Aaron Nola. There is a Shohei Ohtani Topps Chrome right there. Just keep an eye on that Shohei Ohtani. Alright. Jose Altuve, future Hall of Famer. You got an Altuve. Look at that Ohtani, and then look at that Ohtani right there. Look at these two Shohei Ohtanis in the same pack. Booming! That's great pulls. This is a wonderful pull right there. Alright. We got a hitting and pitching Ohtani in the same Topps Chrome pack. Alright, monster, Dudley, monster. Hopefully other people have stuck around to see this for you here, Dudster. Alright, final pack. How about a Ty Madden? Charles Soto. Oh, there's a bonus in here you're going to like a lot. There's a Robin Ventura. But look at this. How about 250 Panini points? Not bad. 250 Panini points coming your way. And a Miles Naylor. What a night. What a way to end it, Dudley. The Dudster getting some monster stuff here at the end of the night in the giveaways. Great way to end it, Dudley. That's what we're talking about, guys. Congrats, everybody. Well, happy Friday. Check out the Immortal selection that I have here from Hit Parade. That'll be coming up. Check it out. I know it's expensive. I apologize for that, but it's a lot of fun. And Dudley, you are welcome. Alright, guys. Well, have a great weekend. I don't break again until October 6th, the Monday. Unusual, but it'll be fun. Alright, guys. Take care. Alright, well, I just need everybody to make sure to email me, message me. If you're making trades, message me. I can't send. So I work in education, and just the legal ways of education, I can't send contact unless I'm given permission. So just make sure you message me to give permission to send contact anyway. That's all I need. That's all I need is a message to do that. That's all I need, guys. I just know the legal ways of education, and I just follow that when it shares public information like that. So just message me. That's all I ask. Other than that, hey Jake, you are awesome. You guys are all awesome. I appreciate you guys. Take care. We're doing a lot of traveling next week, so I'll be thinking about the break room and wishing I was there. But I'll see you guys soon. Take care, guys.